Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It's me, Mike Leopard King Michael. This is Legit Fantasy Football, brought to you by us. Joining me, Captain Picard. What's up, Sean?
What's up? Good morning, everybody. A good pro football Sunday.
You realize, though, right off the bat, I gotta say it, that this, for New York Giants fans, is such a day. It's such a special day, right? And right off the bat, I'll tell you why. Because did you see how Joe Shane dropped, just distanced himself from Daboll?
Oh
yesterday?
Yeah, most definitely.
Him and Mara have pretty much said that they're not in favor of starting Dart, and they also alluded to the fact that they wouldn't have drafted Dart; they would have taken Shedeur Sanders. What's going on with the Giants? How can that be? Like, how the coach stayed up like all night with the quarterback? That got a little weird. But like, what I'm saying is, how bad are the Giants organization? And you know what? Do you just think Joe Shane's a weasel?
Constantly,
he's the weasel.
Constantly, GMs are trying to save their jobs. That's all they always want, that extra door that they can escape through, and they always are. But I think, well, we're going to get to it. But I think I saw the Giants play the Patriots this preseason. I saw how the team rallied around Jackson Dart. I think it's going to backfire on them.
My point is this, though: if you're the general manager and you're mad at the coach for making a pick or something, like, you're the general manager. Like, he falls on you. Like, these decisions fall on you. You can't distance yourself from that. And now, because you've distanced yourself from it, if this kid comes out and balls, now it looks like you're a horrible GM. It's only because of your coach that you're making right decisions. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the spread. Here it is. See? Look, there's the spread, Sean. We can go from this, and every now and then we'll go like to this. Hey, guy! And we'll go back to this. So, it works. It works. All right. So let's start off with the first game. All right. By the way, I also today was writing down things that scare me, and I'll tell you about them later. Minnesota travels to Pittsburgh. Minnesota is favored by 2.5. This is I don't know what's about to happen type game, but I think I do. So I'll let you start on this one, and then I'll start on the next one.
Well, we're not taping that. We are live. So I will tell you the game so far, the Minnesota's offensive line has looked atrocious. I've never...
Oh, how far into the game are we?
We're at halftime.
All right, so the spread at halftime is 3.5 by Minnesota. Will they cover?
They will not. They will not. It's 14-6 Pittsburgh right now, and I have no reason to think that Minnesota's coming back, because Minnesota's offensive line is just atrocious. As good as their run game has looked, their passing game has been horrible.
So then you would definitely take the points with
oh yeah,
whatchamacallit, Pitt. All right.
Oh,
that's live and up-to-date information there. Live and up-to-date information right there. All right. I would say this: Minnesota can still score touchdowns at any point in this game to get the ball off. So I'll take Minnesota minus the 3.5 at halftime. I'll split with you.
All right.
Nobody does a lock up. Nobody locks this and holds us accountable for this game. All right. Let's go to another game. Philly travels to Tampa. All right. Philly's favored by 3.5 going into Tampa. Here's my issue with this game. Let me do it like this. My issue with this game is this: Philly doesn't look as good as they've been winning. Like, they've won a bunch of games off. Like, the last game, how many block kicks can you do? Like, but they keep winning. So, like, I got to weigh that. I got to weigh the fact that I don't like the way that they win, but the fact that they keep winning, right? So, 3.5 to Tampa. I like Tampa. I think Tampa's one of the better teams. I don't know why they don't get the rub. You know what I mean? I think Baker Mayfield should have never made those fucking commercials to begin with. I think that ruined a lot of us like unhappy. You know what I mean? But hey, right at 11:11. How are you, Sarah? It's 11:11. That's a religious. I have I have a tick. If I see 11:11, I like to do a prayer. If my favorite time of the day though is 12:34. I'm one of those people that I stare at the clock and I'm like, oh, look at these numbers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Tampa plus 3.5. You know what? Maybe Philly wins again by a goal, but that's why that half is important, and that's why Vegas did it. So I'm taking Tampa plus 3.5. Sean,
Tampa, if healthy, I think is a very, very good, scary team. However, it's only week 4, and they're already like, is he, isn't he? I know it just said that both Baker and Chris Godwin are playing, which is good news for Tampa, but I don't think
no
they're at
Evans.
full strength. So I'm going to say, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to go Philly in that game. So we're going to split on that.
That's fine. That's perfect. Now, as far as the Eagles, your favorite and least favorite Eagle of all time?
My
No time.
favorite
Right off the
would
top of your
be right off the top of my head, Vi Sekahema. I would say
All
for
right.
favorite. Great return.
Least?
Probably T.O. for what he pulled in the Super Bowl or post Super
Mine's
Bowl.
easy.
Yeah.
My favorite Eagle of all time is Reggie White. My least
Okay.
favorite Eagle of all time is Deshaun Jackson. All right. Tampa, I'll tell you right now off the top of my head, the Berg is my favorite Tampa player of all time. Just seeing him in that old school uniform was the greatest thing in the world. And my least favorite Tampa player of all time, it's probably Baker Mayfield because I have an issue with him. Well, let's go to the next game. Sean,
Yeah.
we're going to Buffalo. I don't know why we would go to Buffalo. It's cold in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's like
Constant.
Worcester. Buffalo
Yeah.
is Worcester, but up north. It really is. Buffalo's favored by 15 at home against New Orleans. See, here's my issue with this game. I don't think Buffalo loses the game, but 15 points, right? They're either A, tricking us into thinking that Buffalo's going to bowl them out, when in fact it'll just be like one of those 10-point games because it ends up being a run game, and Buffalo doesn't have to light it up. Or they're tricking us into thinking the fact that New Orleans sucks and that Buffalo might just win 21-0. So I'm a little confused with that. I'm prone to want to take New Orleans plus 15 because, dude, plus 15? You can give me more than 2 touchdowns? In the NFL, I would hope they stay within 10 to 14 points. So I'm going to go New Orleans. Sean.
If you listen to this podcast, which of course we all know everyone out there does and loves and all the rest, you know that the fix is in. New Orleans is getting a Manning. They want a Manning. They want that number 1 pick.
I know.
And they're
but
just
15?
Here's the thing. I'll give you a perfect example.
I know
Chris Olave.
I know they want.
Yep. Chris Olave, the receiver, leads the league in targets. However, he has terrible fantasy numbers. It's like, how can you lead the league in targets and not score touchdowns, not get meaningful receptions?
I can tell you. Actually,
yes,
you don't catch it. You don't catch it. That's the answer to that. Right? If you don't catch it, right, you can't get a first down or touchdown, right? Oh, so we just figured it out. That's pretty good.
Nice job. We're solving America's problems.
Who do you like in this game, though?
In this game, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I think Buffalo wins by 17. I think they're going to put the hurt on them. And then on top of it, James Cook is going to have an anytime touchdown and have a Pro Bowl type game today.
All right. So, you know what? I'm going against Vegas. I really think they're trying to play us. It's going to be cold and a sloppy game. And then it could be like 13-0. But I think New Orleans covers. All right. As far as that, really quick, you just mentioned fake. there's a couple of things that I saw recently that bothered me. Remember the Tyson Jake Paul fight?
Oh yes.
All right. Have you watched any of the clips of him holding back a punch or pulling
Oh,
up?
of course.
You see the first round one where
Yeah.
Jake literally left his head open like this, and Tyson came up with the right and went
It
just
just
like
stops.
that. Like didn't hit him, just kind of stopped and came back.
Yeah. Yes.
Why can't people get their bets back on that? Why was that allowed to be put on the betting sites?
I've never seen
I'm serious.
any exhibition like that be able to be bet on the way it was. Never
Yeah,
in my
so
life.
can't there be a future lawsuit if you prove that you bet on that fight and you lost? I'm not
I
joking.
would actually agree with that. I would say
See,
yes.
that's what I'm trying to
Big
say.
time lawsuit.
No one wants to listen. I watched that. I'm like, man, this was so fake that, you know what? People bet money and they're going to want their money back. All right. Carolina goes to here. New England. New England's favored by the 5.5 rule, Sean. And you know what? That 5.5 stuck in my head the whole time I was thinking about it, man. I listened to you. I'm like, you know what? He's going to be right with this because not only is it the 5.5 rule, but the Patriots are involved. So I'm going to take Carolina plus 5.5 just based on your 5.5 rule and you're a Pats fan. Who do you like?
Guess what?
Uh-oh.
5.5, everybody. If you're staying at home and you know what's up, you know New England is going to have a good day today. But that's because Christian Gonzalez is back. Conversely, Carolina can run the ball pretty well. So if you get a team, even though New England's kind of stout against the run, but you're going to see that they keep it within a field goal. New England will win by a field goal, but in this case, all we care about is the points, baby. So Carolina, I'm with you, Mike. Carolina wins because of 5.5.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to make that officially.
Target locked.
I don't know if you can tell, but I still didn't have time to find the other. The other. I can't find it. So I'm putting Carolina here.
That's
right, so Sean-
Jimmy, our producer. You know what I mean? He puts so little effort in.
All right, so I got a question for you. Who's your favorite Patriot of all time, and who's your least favorite Patriot of all time?
If anybody knows me, they know the name of my fantasy teams are always Just the Tippet because of Andre Tippett, Karate Master, Judo Chapter, Wu-Tang Forever, and you gotta love Andre Tippett.
But before you give me your least favorite, did you not feel like Andre Tippett was like the RC Cola to Lawrence Taylor's Coca-Cola?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean,
Like
for
he was
me,
really close, but he wasn't there.
yeah. But for me, I also look at him. Even though he was a Hall of Famer, he's one of the most disrespected, underrated players of all time.
He was a beast. No, I thought he was a beast. Like I'm actually mentioning him in the fact that he would be under the chain of Taylor, and just to even be mentioned to me as a linebacker, dude, Tippett was. You feared Tippett. All right, at least favorite.
Least favorite Patriot all time. Wow, holy moly, there's so many. I would have to say probably Michael Bishop because I had to listen to years and years, even when Brady was playing, of people saying put Bishop in anytime anything went wrong.
Yeah,
and
Yep.
So Michael Bishop.
My favorite Patriot of all time was Mosey Tutupu.
Oh yeah,
he was at every event, every signing thing. He was friendly. He'd post photos. To me, Mosey Tutupu is my favorite of all time Patriot, and by far my least favorite is Scott Zolak. Not only do I can't talks, like I can't stand when he talks. Like he's horrible at what he does, right? But secondly, I remember being at a Patriots game where this is going to sound like your story, but I'm listening to people yell because Bledsoe was in, he wasn't playing good, and they're going, "Oh God, put in Scott, put in Scott," and we're going, "What are they fuck? Oh, they're saying put in Scott. Come on, oh God, put in Scott, put in Scott."
Woodage cat.
I hate him. I hate him. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's got a big puffy face. I don't like it. All right. Next game, Sean. It would be Washington and Atlanta. Washington, without their quarterback, is getting 3 points. It was 2 points, but a half hour ago, by the way. Who do you like?
Well, believe it or not, they also are without Terry McLaurin this week. So, yeah, you got no McLaurin, you got no Jaden Daniels. So, I mean, I've gone back and forth all this week, but I hate Mariota. I won't even say it to Marion.
Mario T.A.
Yeah, exactly. Like B.A. Baracus. So,
right? Badass.
So I can't do Washington. I can't go for them. I mean, Atlanta has so much. I know they got shut out and got beat by 30 last week, but I can't, in good conscience, say, hey, you know who I'm rooting for today? Marcus Mariota. Sorry, can't do it. Going with
so
yeah.
You're going to Atlanta. This
Correct.
will not be a lock because as the NFC East whisperer, I'm going to tell you Atlanta is not very good. Right? I from afar, Penix Jr. He's one of those guys who looks like an old man coming in as a freshman. Do you know what I mean? Remember that rookie that was a center and he got hurt immediately? I forget who he was, but he looked like he was old, like when he was 18.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Atlanta, they're going to be able to run, but I think Washington plays a real messy game with them. Like, I like Washington in this game. To win the game. I do. I'm not impressed with Atlanta so far. How about that? I keep hearing about all the weapons they have, but I'm still not impressed with Atlanta. And you know what? Mario T.A., he can have a great game. That's the kind of dude that probably won't, but he could have a great game. All they need to do is run the ball. And if, he doesn't care about his career anymore. I don't think he's saving himself, right? So hopefully he'll just out of RPOs and just run the ball and make it a messy game. So I'm going to go with the Washington Commies. By the way,
Ooh.
can you think of one team that's gone through that many name changes? Like, no. Seriously, Redskins to the football team to the Commanders within 10 years?
And what's wrong with Washington football team? Isn't that a great name that rolls off the tongue?
All right, but you realize that they had the Hogs.
Oh, yeah.
In the last, how did they not pick the Hogs? What are they talking about?
Perfect.
I even would have had to say, "Yeah, that's a great name," but of course they screwed it up and called it the Commanders. And literally, the minute I heard it, I said, "They're going to call them the Commies." I think everybody thought that. And then we all have called them since. I watch shows and people call I watch stuff from all different states. They all call the Commanders the Commies. I'm not joking. It's what they all call them. It's like, you did it yourself. It's like when you name your kid. Like, don't name them something where the nickname is obvious. You know what I mean? Don't set them up. It's like a boy named Sue. What do you mean? Sorry, we split on that. We only have one that we've agreed upon. All right, Sean. Cleveland goes to Detroit City. Detroit is favored by 10. What do you think?
Right.
Doesn't 10 seem too good to be true? So it makes you a little worrisome.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not running for any major office anytime soon. But
you're not?
I'm not. Today's not the day I make that announcement. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know. But what I do is I do use my brain for reason. And that's why I can't run. Because I see today's game and I see the Cleveland Browns with 5.5. Over 5.5. They also have fantastic things like a run game with Judkins. They also have a decent defense, a top 5 defense, you have my opinion. So you take those two things, you slow down the game,
and you mash them
and all of a
around,
sudden
you do the whole. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hokey pokey, dude.
And that's what it's all about. And you win. And there you go. There's your 10
So you will
points
go-
and Cleveland Browns.
Sean, my thoughts on your pick of the Cleveland Browns.
Target locked.
That would be number 2 on the list. I don't know. 10 points is a lot. I mean, Detroit is good, but is Detroit as good as Detroit thinks they are? Like, I don't know. 10 points is it's just too much. I'm going with you with Cleveland. Let me get this in here so that people can see. Cleveland. The only place I know that's had a team, lost it, got it back, lost it. All right. Favorite Detroit player?
It's got to be Barry Sanders. So you can.
Yeah, all right. Other than Barry Sanders. Is it Calvin
Um,
Johnson or Herman Moore or who else?
I loved Megatron. Megatron was my guy. Always dominant.
Yo,
Always a pleasure to watch. Yeah. They've been blessed in
They should
Detroit
do a
seeing players.
documentary. They should
What
do a
was that?
documentary.
Yeah.
They should do a documentary on the 2 biggest wasted football players, in my opinion, in NFL history, both from the Detroit Lions. Megatron and Barry Sanders were so good. And they played for such horrible teams for so long, right? Like, and they were loyal, those 2 bastards. Like, they went to another team, they're winning something. Calvin Johnson was so big that I swear to you, I don't know anybody who could get a jump ball away from him. I don't care about Randy Moss. Calvin Johnson was so friggin' big. He wouldn't let you near him. And he could jump higher than you. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. My least favorite Detroit Lion?
Can I just say, men at home, if you're ever looking for a woman to be faithful, make sure she's half as faithful as Barry Sanders is to Wayne Fonz. Because if you can get that kind of love, God bless you.
I don't know if that's possible. Did I sneeze?
Yeah.
So that's our second lock. I'm gonna just say this really quick. So I had my daughter get like I don't know, a cold or something like that. I had to go pick something up at CVS, and so I went through the CVS drive-through. I decided to do that for because I usually walk in, but I'm like I'm gonna go through the drive-through. Now I have a deep hatred of ATMs, like drive-up ATMs, because nobody parks close enough where they reach, and I have to watch people hanging out their windows, opening their doors, all this. I lose my mind, and I have photos. I must have about 20 photos saved up, Sean. Seriously, of all weird positions of people in front of me reaching out the friggin' window. Just pull up near it. And I thought that was the worst until I went through the CVS one. The guy in front of me, it went back and forth between them maybe 6 to 8 times in that 10 to 13 minute span, right? And all I started yelling, like, see, here's my problem. I have a lot of problems, but I just started yelling out loud. This is the kind of thing you take inside. Like, this is the kind of thing you take inside. Like, I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, this is a drive up. What the? If it goes back and forth 8 times, my friend, go inside and take care of yourself. God damn it, get out of
please.
All right, I'm sorry. It really did. I was losing it the other day. I'm just and as I'm driving away, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I losing my shit right now? I need to calm down. Like, I'm raising my blood pressure because this person, well, they should have went inside. All right, that's our second lock. Sean, Tennessee's going to Houston. Houston's favored by 7. I'm gonna go first. I can't give you a definitive reason on this. I really can't. But I'm gonna tell you that Tennessee covers the spread because I think that they could play a game that's messy enough. Dude, I see a lot of still messy games today. There's a couple teams, the matchups they have against each other makes it messy. So if I think that, I'm going to go with Tennessee plus the 7. It seems like I'm going with a lot of underdogs. I just like the 7 here. So I'm going to go Tennessee plus 7. You?
I think this is our push of the week. I'm going to go the other way, but just because I see Texans have a defense And with all the trades and releases and injuries that they have in the defensive backfield, I'm talking about Tennessee. I think that you're going to be looking at Houston having a nice day for Nico Collins. So you have Nico Collins. Congratulations, you're going to have a good day today. If yeah, so we're going to split on that one, my friend.
All right. So we still only have 2 locks, which isn't bad.
Not bad.
Oh, by the way, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble today. So there's a lot of ones we can't see the comments. Rumble, the Republican YouTube. I mean, that's basically what it is, isn't it? Am I wrong when I say
Rumble. I love you. Let's
that?
stay.
Yeah, I don't. Here's my thing, man. I don't care what color you like, red or blue. If you like football, I want you to watch the show.
Yeah.
I mean, that it's about football. If I was about something else, I'm not. I'm about football. One other thing, really quickly, Sean. Did you see that Britain passed the digital ID card?
I did.
Does it bother you at all? I'm being serious. No politics. Does it bother you that, like, if you want to rent someplace, get a job, whatever, they have a digital ID on you that they run of all the everything you have,
yes
everything
and
you
no.
do?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you look at this world
want
where
one?
we say, I do not, but we also look at a world where we say, oh, we want privacy, and then we post everything on Facebook.
You're right, but I don't want that card. Like, I don't like, they shut down 85 million, and never mind, they did. It's ridiculous. In Vietnam, I don't want that card, dude. I don't want a card. I don't want a digital ID card. I don't want it. Anyways, let's have a day full PPR, 2 different leagues. Oh, all right. You need to win in week 4. All right. Flex, Swift, or Johnson. And that first one, Sean, I know it's covering you. I'm sorry. I can take this down, I think. No, and I'll do it like this. I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift because he's starting. And then the other league, one flex, Golden, Swift, or Brown. I like Swift in both. What do you like?
If healthy, I would take Swift. I know he was questionable.
Oh, he's playing.
Okay, good. And Double J, I think he actually could have a good day just because of the number of targets he's going to see, just with in Buffalo. But if I was betting man, go with betting man. Then you got to go with Swifty.
Yeah, I think because he's suiting up, I think you got to go with him. All right, last 1 o'clock game. The Chargers, who should have stayed at San Diego but went to LA, come into New Jersey, which we call New York, to play the New York Football Giants with the debut of Brian Daboll's last hope, Jackson Dart. We've already seen the emergence of Cam Skattebo. That was one of my 2 predictions of Giants. Sean, I want you to go first on this because I don't want to depress everybody. Talk about the Giants. You pick this game, then I'll pick it next. Who do you like? The Chargers are favored by 6.5.
Okay, so going 5.5 again. I think today is going to be a big day for the Giants because I saw, as I said, when you see something like Jackson Dart during the preseason, you see the team, how pumped they were with every play he made. You see how they rallied around him. I think you see something like that, and you know the team's going to play it close. So, it's going to be good.
So you're taking the Giants?
I am actually taking the Giants, believe it or not.
All right. I'm going to weigh in on this. Let me stretch out. Before I talk with you. So, Brian Daboll's job's on the line, period.
Yes.
If Jackson Dart doesn't produce. Now, I've watched the Giants this whole year, every fucking snap. All right. One, fire our defensive coordinator. He doesn't know how to use the defense. He only has the 4 stars on the field for under 20% of the plays. And for some reason, we were giving them like a 5 to 10 yard pocket of space to get in the field goal range. He does things that make no sense. Fire him. Okay. But the real sombering news is that Jackson Dart is going to fucking light it up today. The kid is going to throw 2 touchdowns and run for 1. And the Giants may actually win this fucking game. Right. And I'm not even joking because I watched, like I said, every snap. And you know what the problem was? Russ couldn't get out of people's way, 1. And 2, when Russ would do the Russ rollout to the right, Sean, he can't see. Like, his level of vision at his height, when he rolls to his right, those big defensive tackles follow him. Come on, man. What can he see? What can he see of the field? Jackson Dart rolls to his right like that. I'm telling you, he can see the field. And the kid's going to be more willing. I just hope he doesn't get hurt because he's going to be willing to run, and he runs head down. Him and Scatterboo in the same backfield are like having 2 pit bulls.
Oh, yeah.
So is Malik Neighbors. So I'm hoping the offensive line just gives this kid a chance, makes the defense wake up. And I really think the Giants have a chance of an upset here because I actually believe in this kid. And my track record isn't great with believing in New York Giants quarterbacks because I believe in Eli. And then I did believe in Daniel Jones. And I'll go down to my grave saying that if we didn't get him hurt so much, see how he's playing now? He could at least done that, but a little bit better. But we got him busted up. We had him run on stupid plays and he hurt his neck twice. Anyhow, anywho, I love the Giants today. I'm actually fucking excited about a Giants game for the first time in forever.
Target locked.
We've got, and then there was 3. So that's our 1 o'clock games. So 1 o'clock game locks with the spread. I know that I'm rooting for the Giants, but just play it with the spread. Is the Carolina Panthers, Cleveland Browns, and the New York Football Giants. All right, moving over to 4 o'clock games. All right, let me pull this down. Now, I hate 2 Monday night football games. Can I say that off the bat?
Yes.
I mean, it feels like the Jets and Dolphins game is so bad that they had to add another game. Doesn't it feels like that though, right? You're like, oh, this game must suck so bad. Look, they put a second game on.
Oh,
but
it's like driving past a landfill.
Dude, did you hear Tua's comments? Did you see how Tua's getting? First off, who in God's green earth, who in all of fucking creation made Cam Newton think that he is stylish and knows what he's talking about? He's a lunatic. Cam Newton's a lunatic. I really like. I listen to people talk football, and you know, Stephen A. Smith has that yelling thing that he does. Everybody has their gimmick. Well, Cam Newton's gimmick is he dresses up like a villain from a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and he tells these outlandish things. Like he got into it with Tua. It's like, first off, Cam, we all can see Tua's declining. We all can see that the hits have definitely weighed in on Tua. But of all people I can think of to discuss something like that is Cam fucking Newton. What happened to Cam? Cam, what happened the year you played for the Patriots when you could not throw the ball? You had to run it. Remember that, Sean?
Oh, the pain is still with me.
But Cam doesn't remember that part. Cam remembers him in college, his MVP season, all that shit. And then he does talk about how Tua's declining. It's like, dude, of all people, shut up. Like, seriously, damn that guy. It's true. I mean, there's certain guys like JJ Redick. You ever hear JJ Redick talk?
Oh, yeah.
You ever hear his Larry Bird thing?
No.
How Larry Bird wasn't a great 3-point shooter.
All right, that's it. I'm out.
No, I'm being dead serious. You've never seen that video? He goes, Larry Bird statistically was not a great 3-point shooter. And I'm like, Now listen to what I'm going, dude. When Larry Bird came to the league his rookie year, that was the first year of the 3-point line.
Exactly.
Like, let's keep things. You know what it is? No one has perspective. Like they
Yes.
forget. They don't put things in context. Like, and you were told not to shoot threes back in the day, Sean. But
Exactly.
Larry didn't care sometimes. And then how many times did Larry hit one in the last couple of seconds? Like, I grew up hating that guy because I'm a Laker fan. But how do you deny that he one of, if to me he's still the greatest shooter of all time? You could take Steph, right? Because technically he's got the probably the best shot of all time. But if it's the last second of one game, I want Larry to shoot it. Okay. Jacksonville goes to San Francisco with the Rice. San Fran's favored by 3.5. Sean, who do you like in this game?
Though injured, Brock Purdy's back, and I plain and simple like San Francisco. I think they're gonna have a nice little day for themselves today. McCaffrey's gonna score a touchdown.
Brocky's back again.
Mm-mm-mm.
Poor fucking Mac Jones on the bench. The thing is with Jacksonville, right? Trevor Lawrence, if you're listening, I actually have great advice for you, man. I actually have a way for you to turn around your career. And you do need to have like a kickstart to your career right now. Shave your hair and grow a beard. Grow a Ryan Fitzpatrick beard, right? Shave your head. Get a little tougher. Like, goddamn, how many more weapons do you want around you? Seriously. Like, that guy. But San Fran, how good are they? Really? Are they going to show today that they're better than they've been playing? Or are they going to play like kind of they've been playing? Your thoughts. Again, one more time, I want to hear it before I make a pick. What San Fran am I getting?
You're getting a better San Fran today because they're playing Jacksonville. And when they play Sister Mary of the Poor, they often do well. So San Francisco's my pick.
All right, I'm going to go with you then. Because I was literally, the 3.5 had me on the line.
Target locked.
The thing is, I have no problem making that a lock now that Purdy is officially back. Yeah, hold on for a second. Brock Purdy. They got to add that to the thing. See, this game, who's your favorite Jacksonville Jaguar of all time?
Great question. I think it's Mark Brunell because I won a Mark Brunell jersey when I won a fantasy football league.
And you know what's weird? I'm going to go Jimmy Smith. He was a great wide receiver that nobody talks about again. Remember him?
He was a good player, yeah.
Do you remember? Great wide receiver.
Hell of a play.
All right. We're both locked in with the 49ers. Okay. Boy. I hate this game. Indy is going to the Rams. Indy, who seems to keep winning with Indiana Jones, is getting 3.5. The Rams at home are favored by 3.5. I'll pick this. I think the balloon pops. I like the Rams to win by 3.5. You know what the worst part is? I don't know if you can 100% believe me because I know I have deep-rooted hatred for Daniel Jones and the fact that he's winning now. So, like, I know that messes with my thought process, but I still like the Rams. I think the Rams are better than the Colts. I think the Colts have just been, I don't know, dude. I'm going with the Rams. That's all I can say. Who do you like?
I'm in agreement. I think they're in for a cold shower today. I think the Rams, their wide receivers are just too much for Indy to handle. Indy's a little binged up when you talk about defensive backfield. So you're going to see them get beat by 7. I have it beat by 7. Good game, but just too much offensive firepower for Indy. Now they're going to understand now that they're one of the topper, good word, teams in the NFL. Topper? And it's one of the Topper teams in the NFL. So they're going to now be treated like it and now have to play the best. And LA is looking pretty good.
Dude, You just made me think of. You ever go to a monster truck thing?
Oh, sure.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'm sorry.
Target locked.
We just added the Rams to that list. All right. You ever go to a monster truck show?
Yes.
So, one of the best times I've ever had in my life was at a monster truck show, and it had nothing to do with actually watching of the monster trucks. But one of the trucks was called the something lobster, and I just kept doing the Scott accent as loud as I could, to the point where, like, see, here's something that many people don't understand. But you and I share something in common. We can do something like that and eventually get the crowd to laugh and do it along with us.
Yeah.
You know that you can do that. And that's exactly what I did. I kept going, oh, God, let's root for the lobster. The lobster. And everybody starts yelling, lobster. Dude, it was so much. It was such a great time. You know what I mean? Had nothing to do with the trucks. Just everybody, we kept saying, everything kept coming up. People kept using words. It was making me laugh. It was making other people laugh. Great time.
Can I
All
say
right.
something? Can I make a point about that, by the way, since we're bringing up monster trucks?
Yes.
You remember on Saturday mornings, not only did we have the monster truck, but the guy who did the
Cartoon.
voiceovers for monster truck rallies also did the one of a kind art fair. That it would usually be roads. It would be Gravedigger, Bigfoot, a one of a kind art fair.
In the mud. In
Yeah.
the mud.
In the mud.
We
All the
used to-
same
we-
people.
We used to, Sunday, be there. It was something Zen, Intergalactic Ninja. That was my
Yeah.
favorite one. One year it was
Truckosaurus.
yeah, come see Zen, Intergalactic Ninja. And I'm thinking, wow, an Intergalactic Ninja. That's a great name. You know what I mean? Intergalactic Ninja. All right. Chicago Raiders. Raiders favored by 1. Who do you like?
I actually have no idea who I'm going to take in this game. Up until now, I didn't have an idea, but I'm. I can't pick the Raiders. I can't do it. But you know what? Yeah,
Who are you taking?
I'm not going to do the Raiders.
All right. So are you going with the Bears, or are you defaulting with the Bears?
It's because I wanted to say the Raiders.
Don't mess with the Raiders.
That's the team that I
Don't mess
will
with
go
the
with.
black hole.
I
Don't
will
mess
go
with
with
the
them.
black hole.
You don't mess with the black hole, Holmes. Yeah. So yeah, I will. I'll go with the black hole. I'm actually, yes, I am going to go with the Raiders, just because I think Brock Bowers is back to full strength. I think today is actually going to be a big day for tight ends throughout the league. And Bowers, I think, feasts today, and I think the Raiders cover and pull it out.
All right, I'm going with Chicago after all that.
Oh, wow.
I like Chicago in this game. You know what? I wish we could do the Chicago voice, because I would do it. Like, the Chris Farley Chicago voice. Because, like, if we went, if the Raiders played the Giants, we should probably be like, the Raiders. First, the fucking Giants guy. You know what I mean? The fucking Giants. The Giants guy.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Get a little John Deere on there. You know what I mean? You go up to Chicago.
Who do you like? All right, so we split on that. Sorry. Baltimore, last 4:00 game, Baltimore and Kansas City. Baltimore's looked great. Kansas City hasn't. They have not. And Baltimore's only favored by 2.5. I love Baltimore today. I don't know what you're going to pick, but I love Baltimore today. Sean?
Okay, here's the thing. I love Baltimore, but you do not, King, understand all the statistics are on Kansas City side. It says Kansas City has owned Baltimore when Mahomes has played. But
Okay.
I
This isn't
think.
the same Kansas City.
Yeah, I know, and they Kansas City year after year will play down to their competition and up to their competition. But today, I think they are going to get run over by Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore.
I think I truly think that Baltimore runs. Like Kansas City had so many weaknesses, and it's not like they got better offensively like for this week. They just haven't. Like, dude, there's something wrong with Kansas City, and it's going to start to be one of those things where you've got too many stars that are aging,
Mm-hmm.
i.e., Kelsey, that you just need to cut
Yes.
loose. Like, because, salary cap wise, like, what's going to be great about next offseason? The Giants don't have to pay Daniel Jones. We're
Yeah,
literally
that'd be good.
paying Daniel Jones this year to win games for the Colts. It's true. I hate it so much. All right, look at this: Ravens, Browns, Giants, Niners, Rams, Ravens. That's a lot. All right, let's go to the 8:00 game tonight. I will not stay up for this game at all. Green Bay goes to Dallas. Green Bay is favored by 6.5. Going to Dallas. What do you like, Sean?
I'm going back to Dallas. Going back to Dallas.
Dallas.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, tonight's going to be a very tough game to watch. Just because I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. As bad as Dallas's defense has been up to the state, don't get me wrong. I think today's going to be defense and running, and people are going to hate the game because it's Sunday night, and you always get let down on Sunday nights. So, I'm going to actually. It's a tough one. I've been going back and forth, but I'm going to take Green Bay in this game. I think Green Bay just has too much offensively, and I think they have the better running back.
So Green Bay is definitely better right than Dallas. Dallas has they have 4 on the line, 3 linebackers, right? That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 cornerbacks, right? That's 9. And they have 2 T's. 2 T's. They're not safeties. Nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe about that safety. Dude, have you ever seen a team get more bombs thrown on them than the Cowboys have gotten the last couple of games? Like, where are the safeties? What's going on? How is this possible? Like, why do the Cowboys give up? Like, dude, Caleb threw 4 touchdowns last week. And if you saw them, it was only because he just threw those schoolyard, Sean, just go deep and I'll throw it as far as I can. That's basically what it was. I'm being serious. But I'm taking the Cowboys. I'm the NFC East whisperer. It ends up being a closer game than 6.5. I think they're trying to. I bet you it goes up even. I bet your money goes to Green Bay and pushes it over 7 by the time the game goes tonight. But that's why I like Dallas, just because of the spread. No other reason. Kind of like why I like bagels, just because of the spread. Like, I don't really care that it's. You know what I mean? I want strawberry cream cheese. Butter. What do you prefer, Sean, on your bagel?
It depends how I'm feeling. I mean, if it's a what do you call it? A raisin bagel, I'll go a little butter.
Butter. Yeah.
So it depends on what you got.
Dude, I realize.
Know your bagel, folks. Know your bagel.
Anything that's cinnamon raisin, it's actually like toast or cinnamon raisin bagel, or anything like that. First of all, it's goddamn delicious.
Yes.
Delicious. But second off, butter on that beast. That's fantastic. Pause. All right, Sean, let's go to Monday Night Games. Like I said before the show, they're having 2 Monday Night Games just because the first one sucked so bad. The New York Jets. I haven't been following the Jets, but I'm going to guess they're 0-3. And they're traveling to Miami, who's favored by 2.5. I've watched Miami, and I've never seen a team that had 2 starting receivers that were so good look so bad and lose. Like, how do you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and you can't throw touchdowns? They have to be open. So we already talked about Tua being banged up, but the Jets just eternally suck. And
Yeah.
it would be kind of cool in a weird way if Arch Manning went to the Jets. Oh, the position of Eli in New York, but now he's in New York, but the other New York. That could be a story. That could work. So, but anyways, who do you like in the game? Dolphins favored by 2.5.
Well, Fields is back for the game, so I actually like the Jets in this one. I mean, Miami, I think, like you're saying, more talented offensively, should be able to light up the league, but for some reason they just can't. And
No, they
yeah,
cannot.
so I
My
mean,
friend,
got to
they
go with
cannot.
the team that's less of a cripple in this cripple fight, and yeah, going with the Jets.
I realize you just said go with the less cripple in a cripple fight.
Yes.
I don't know. I think that like the mob would be mad at that word. I think you have to use like oh God, the more disabled guy would. I like what you said. All right. I'm gonna go with the Jets. The Jets, Jets. Why? Because I don't see anything different with the Jets. They're used to sucking. They're used to being the Jets. Like they are. The Dolphins, though, are in a panic mode. Coach is going to go. QB might go. This is bad, right? So with all that turmoil at home, see, I'm one of those people that I feel like when there's turmoil and bullshit going on that happens in the week in the organization, you're better off playing away. You're better off playing away, going someplace, and just being in that place. But when you play at home, kind of like Jackson Dart has to do today, and just like Tua is going to have to do on Monday night, I feel like that's more pressure in a weird way, if it's a show me type thing. So I like the Jets, Jets. We're going to make that one. Uh-oh, let me make this a lock. I got a question here, Sean. Maybe you can show it to you while I do this. Bryce asks, fellas, good morning. PPR pick 1, Judkins or Hubbard? Game scripts messing my head up. Sean, I would easily pick this one.
Yeah. I think Hubbard's a little bit injured right now. Judkins coming off a great game last week. Well, not great, but very good. But Judkins, I think, is the play. I think he's the hot hand. I think he's the way you got to go.
I almost feel like this one's it's messing with your head, Bryce, and you're messing with ours. I wouldn't even never even ask that. Like I just go with Judkins. That's just right.
Yeah,
that was kind of easy. That was a bit of a layup.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the second. Oh, by the way, let's. I have to officially do this for the J test.
Target locked.
The Jets. We now are up to the Carolina Panthers, the Cleveland Browns, New York Football Giants, the 49ers, the Rams, the Ravens, and the Jets. The last game we can pick on, Sean. Pick on. I got picked on a lot. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It toughened you up. Bengals play the Broncos. Bengals are getting 7.5 on the road on a Monday night. I think the Broncos still win by 10. I don't like the Bengals. And have you seen the Jamar Chase comment on T. Higgins?
Well, yes, I have. And let me tell you, we might have a hazy shade of winter. There might be an eternal flame that goes out.
I saw the Bengals in Ron Collins.
Yeah. And you know what, though? I don't think they're good. They're decent bands, but I don't think they have a chance of winning. Susanna Hoffs can throw the ball, but I don't think they have a chance of winning. And where else will you get that Bengals humor? But right here, on Legit.
Right now. Who do you like?
Yes. So I'm with you. I'm taking Denver. I think Denver's defense is tough, and I think Dobbins has a great game.
Boy, are we going to be on the line for this one. That is another
target locked.
I would love to do an old school radio show. that's kind of like this, like with sound effects and shit like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, isn't there a local radio station? Isn't there one? Like, I want to go
Why
to
not?
it and be like, hey, put us on. I want to be on the radio.
El
I want to,
Radio.
I want to be like, hey, I want to name El Radio. I remember Lou Laney, not the principal, but the Spanish teacher, teaching me
Yes.
how to roll the R. El Radio. El
El
Radio.
Radio.
I might have practiced that for about a good half hour. All right, last game. We're going to the last game. So we're with the Broncos. Those are all locks. Sean, any fantasy football tips you want to give the people?
Like I said, today is a big day tight end wise. So look, Tucker Kraft. Look at somebody like a Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is another good one. Ferguson for Dallas is going to be a good one. There's going to be a lot of tight end positive. I think you look at people like Judkins. You look at someone like a Dobbins for Denver. Those lower level, if you're playing daily fantasy, take those lower level running backs, stack up higher on your wide receivers, and do yourself a favor. Win, baby, win.
I would tell you, I'm just going to keep it to my team. I would roll with Scatterboo. The kid he's not just a runner. He's incredible catching it out of the backfield. And I would roll the dice. Like, here's the thing. I have 2 quarterbacks in my fantasy league going up against Kev Massa. I got Caleb Williams coming off a 4-touchdown week up against the Raiders. Or I have Jackson Dart against the number 3 defense in the NFL. I'm starting Jackson Dart because I've been a Giants fan for so friggin' long. I've seen all 4 Super Bowls, literally. And I haven't had a vibe like this. Like, we may not win the game, but it's going to be close. He's going to give us a game. I mean, he's going to be a gamer. We'll maybe lose by 3, but like the 6.5, I don't think they're going to cover it. I really like the Giants. And I like Dart to throw 2, maybe run for 1. Hopefully Scatterboo can get in the end zone. Another sneaky pick would be Wan'Dale Robinson, who can rack up like 8 to 9 receptions like this, if there's a lot of pressure, which it should be from the Chargers. That's all I got, Sean. Anything else?
Nothing else for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember, I'm gonna take a bet on our locks if I get those all down, and then we see how we do. But I'll tell you, when you go for your locks, not only pick parlay, but pick select all straights. We're picking at a 70% clip. You're gonna make money if you do that. If you want to make money, that's how you do it.
Parlays pay off big, but it's a risk. Because if you get that one shitter of a team, right? That one team that comes out and everything wrong that can go wrong does go wrong. And you're just like, hey, what's going on? It's like the Falcons the other week. It's like, oh, Kadish, what are you doing? But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yes.
Maron. We're going to probably hit 8, I'd say. I would go to 8 out of 8. If we do 8 out of 8, right? If we do 8 out of 8, next show, we dress up in suits.
Okay.
All right? Because it's a celebration. If we go 8 out of 8, we have to wear suits as a celebration.
Only fair. Only fair. Only worth it. I'll wear my Berman suit.
You know what? It was just the 2 of us.
Ooh. We tried just the 2 of us. You and I. Let's build those castles in the sky, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, into the hour like I thought we would. So, up. Here I am. Anyhow, the show's over now. Go make your bets. Have a good day. Bet responsibly.